Greetings, fellow traders. Bubble here and stuff for the lunchtime market update for Monday, July the 27th, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we're at the market here today. So SPX up 15 points, so a green month still so far. Weekly chart inside week, kind of a choppy-ish day, but daily chart range is okay, 22 points. We're still above the upward trend line, so we get a nice relief bounce from Friday's trend line hold. Right, so nice stuff there. Let's take a look at the SPY and see how that's holding up here today as well, volume-wise. So volume's still pretty low here as we're already at 1 o'clock here when we're doing this video. So let's take a look at the price action here today. Pretty choppy stuff, right? We got a nice short here this morning with the group. The long was actually pretty wild, right? Because it held all the pre-market lows right here, gave you a lower shadow, could not confirm below it. Big hammer right here for a nice bounce to the upside, chop, inside 15, and then down on that one for a nice move. And then they bought the dip here at these levels. Now, if you go to the ES, you'll see what we look at with these. So you can see we had a signal zone right here, which is pretty awesome, right? So we knew coming into today that we were looking at some chop potential, but we held these lows, right? Low, right? We got through the signal zone right here with some good volume, right? Worked our way up and got a nice move here, and then we got a short here, inside 5 down. That got us back to the signal zone, gave another bounce off of here. Now we're seeing how we hold these prior resistance levels up here. So we are above the signal zone, so let's see how that holds going into the rest of the day. Don't forget, guys, it's Fed week, so a lot of times there is chop before Wednesday, and then we'll see there's technically a lot of chop on Wednesday before Powell starts to talk, so we'll see how that goes. This Wednesday. We also have Apple reporting this week and Amazon, a couple big ones right there too. So we'll see how this go into today. In the meantime, though, MES, same thing, right? Still holding, some nice little kind of trend areas right here. We're basically triangulating at this point. So we'll see how that holds going into the rest of the day. Let's take a look at the Qs. Qs were super strong this morning. Members did really well on this on the opening live stream. So we cleared through all the pre-market levels, right, really nicely. Got some nice volume coming in here. Look at that candle. Got a nice 15-hour breakout on that one. Then it kind of chopped around, worked its way down, and then a nice bounce here with the rest of the market as well. Nice 2B reversal off of this one, guys. I know I prefer a green kit. You guys know I prefer a green kit, but anyway, still pierced through below here. Nice push below above those highs right there, and it's working its way up ever since that on the Qs. IWM. Hanging in there as well, actually pretty decent here. The banks have been kind of bouncing around a little bit here too, so but it is above its 15-hour high, so that's a good thing for the small caps there. Let's take a look at Apple here today. So Apple is kind of a cool one. We got a nice reversion bounce right here. We had a right here. We got a nice bounce up here, right? So off of the 618 retrace this morning, so did it twice there before just kind of chopping around again into that range right there. And then it gave a 2B reversal here as well. So theme of the day on that one. So doing pretty well with that. Members did well on Tesla today. I know some members were able to catch a nice short on this one. Geometric breakdown, 15-hour high breakdown too, gave a nice move down, and then they bought the dip here at the lows of the day. Boeing was one that was on the radar as well. So again, earnings coming up this week too. This is pretty tricky here, right? Nice move, fresh move down, and then a move back up, another move down, another move back up. So I mean, it's basically just putting in lower highs, lower lows, and then trending down for the majority of the day there. After we got down below the 15-hour below with increased volume, came back, retested it, and then worked its way back down off of that. So cool. Speaking of BA, let's add a C to the end of it and look at Bank of America. So the banks were really weak at the open this morning, and then they gave a relief bounce here this morning. Now they're just kind of chopping around. So that leads us to our first chart request here, which is JP Morgan. So JP Morgan, pretty interesting stuff, right? So, depending on where you draw your retracements, right? So if we go here, I'm going to activate this. And let's just kind of bring that up here to the highs on that one. So we basically did a 618 retrace off of the pre-market levels to the morning lows. So we kind of got up here a little bit lower shadow here off the 15-hour high and worked our way down off of that here this morning. So let's see if we get any follow through on that today. If you go to the daily chart, right, we're still kind of stuck in this potential bull flag pattern right here. We're at the low end of it right here. So today's lows pretty much really need to hold. So let's see if that does that today, and then where we end up going into this cloud here. I mean, really, I was hoping this thing would take some direction after earnings, and it seems to be working its way to the downside. So a little bit tricky on that one, but intraday, though, I do like the 618 retrace on that one. Twitter is another one, so it's a good one there. Nice breakdown on Twitter today, right? Huge shooting star a couple days ago. Red candle here is a pause day, and they got a nice flush down day here today on kind of low volume too, which is kind of neat. So it pushed down initially, nice retrace here to the ADMA, and then worked its way down this morning on Twitter. Let's take a look at AMD. So this was definitely one we talked about last night, guys. Remember we said, watch out, guys, if this gives a move up here, the bears are going to try to step up and push it down. They really did. So it's right at 60 anchor range right now, 15-hour range right here. So just be careful with AMD. That does have earnings coming up very, very soon on that one. So just a little bit of cautious there on your premiums. CGC had a nice strong move this morning. It's pulled back a little bit here, but not really getting any strength off of that going into today. And then Home Depot. Let's take a look, guys. Hurricanes on the way, so Home Depot effect, guys. Nice move off of that one. They definitely bought the dip here today off of it, so it's starting to see some action here. Inside day up. Let's see if we get the hurricane effect on Home Depot going into the rest of the week till the first one hits. So it could be interesting there. All right, guys. Especially when it hits Maine, if it hits the continental U.S. That usually, if something's heading that way, it could be interesting. So keep an eye on Home Depot. Keep an eye on these other ones. I hope everybody's a great rest of your trading day. We'll catch you guys at the daily market wrap. Stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first, and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys soon.